wasn't bringing up the past, baby, you know that you better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama, I want the Chanel and I got your back. I promise that I would've never gotten phoned if I knew I would get so attached. Promise that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Stressing, quit stressing. You should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence. This time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about. If you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat. While you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone.
Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
See, I would've done anything for you. Now you won't pick up when I call you. It was late night texting till we're yawning. Nowadays I'm overthinking till the morning. Switched up and turned without a warning, but I know my heart forever bleeds. With this, the strangers like magicians. Never knew them tricks were up your sleeve.
Hey, I'm sick of this back and forth. It's starting to get contagious. I have to put the bridges out you built. What I felt inside would have been outrageous. Stop acting, think I believe that. That's catfish, poor performance. What's your number, please, or contact. Buzz you up so I can call that appalling. New LV when you fly overseas. Call plumbing cause I'm at a band swimming cause I'm in a D. Don't call me, you already know.
It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason, and it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Up next, a contest that keeps things all in the NFC between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks.
The kickoff for Seattle.
Both teams still searching for that first win of the season. One of them is going to find it here as we're off in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Hand it off to the back. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Could lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Back-to-back carries here. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Back to the well again. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line. Pickup of 2 here. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Throwing now off the play action. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Incomplete pass. Here comes 2nd and 10. to try and throw it here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Tried to float that one in, and the defender's there for the interception. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, we all know this is a player who's proven that he can weather an early setback and soldier on. It's going to be tested again after his first series ends in an interception.
Yeah, that's right, Kate. You don't get mentioned as one of the league's better passers if you can't shake off an early turnover. Now, his defense got to pick him up.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. All the way across midfield before he's brought down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Milroe with it on first. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. He's going to bring this down to their 35. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. One of the rare instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. He just couldn't hang on to the football.
No, we know this, Kate. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right?
Yeah.
You've got to win and create leverage. Versus zone, it's all about that anticipation and accuracy. And if you're not on point, that zone defender can break it up.
Okay, ready?
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Milroe from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
It was short. It's Milroe. His man, Thomas has it. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Walker does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
The throw. Here's Milroe. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Ready?
Shotgun now for Milroe. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready up.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know, what do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. Has some daylight through the 40. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Bucs have the first. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Boyd finds a couple of yards of space. It's second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They're going to throw out of the gun. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And this one doesn't go far. So they'll get to scheme about this 3rd down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of one. The Seahawks with an early lead. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They start out with 3rd and 4. Here's the lone back on the handoff. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
They're going for this. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season. So their second drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not if series are going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
Here we go.
First down throw here from Milroe. Completed to his running back. And they take him down right along the 30.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect up. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense, they're flying around and making the play.
So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
Let's go now.
Trying for it with Milroe. He finds it beyond the marker. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All set now. 1st and 10. And off to Walker from the gun. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Ready.
From the gun, Milroe. And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll run here from the gun. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll run here on 1st down. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Looking to throw here. That's caught. It's Kadon. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that was risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
He has room past the 25. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Gain of 15 there. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. They give it to him again. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
This is one of those plays I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
another carry for him. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. 19 tight. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Wilson on the slant. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 1-score game before halftime. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Tag.
Go play action here. It's Milroe. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Travel like a John, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany and ball in Japan. See these reps take me everywhere I go.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Come on. Hit. Viking 18.
Here's Milroe to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the Buccaneers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Try and get it into Nico Collins. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
He's back to throw. And all the way to the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Has this at the 6. Things going well so far. And what a great start for their series. He's all the way up close to the 45-yard line before stepping out.
43-yard line.
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Throw right side. Caught by Thomas. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. He picked up a 34 yards on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. So the big play has them well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Walker on 1st down. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. They'll go with Walker on the counter. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing now, Milroe. This one's caught. This is down all the way to the 3. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Milroe looking to throw. And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks grow the lead coming out at halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. Now is Dixon to kick this one away. On the return, here's Palmer. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. This is caught by Trey Palmer. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Bucks have the first. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
Here we go. Go.
On first down, they'll run. And he only gets a couple before going out of bounds, Brock. So second down coming up. To the running back. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Buccaneer. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
I'll throw it. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And he's taken down at the 30. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Running back sent in motion. Throwing in on 2nd down. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Sends this to the end zone. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They'll throw for it. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And the defense escapes. And a nice drive going. But the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on down.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Here's Milroe, 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Walker now from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Milroe from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
That's now the 3rd time that he's been hauled down in this game, and that one was a biggie. Something's got to get figured out. Either the protection's got to be shored up, or the QB's got to get rid of the ball. You cannot take those kind of negative sacks.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Milroe. He throws deep to the left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Jimmy Horn Jr., the intended target. So that brings up 4th and long. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. Begins his return at the 16. Running in the red zone. And in! Touchdown, Tampa Bay! The Buccaneers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. They have him back there because of what he can do with even the smallest sliver of daylight. And for my money, Brock, there aren't many plays more exciting than seeing a punt return for a touchdown.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? The playground back in the day, right? You're playing tag, and you just can't get to that guy. He's just making you miss. Whether it is, I don't know, Devin Hester, Dante Hall, the human joystick, or Cordero Patterson.
Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
Those defenders, they're just as excited as the fans when the offense signals they're going for 2. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and really show some of that swagger that good defenses have.
So after giving up the punt return score, Brock, let's see if they can answer on a different type of return. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Milroe. Escapes out to the left. And he overshoots his man. It's incomplete.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it. No connection to be made.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Fits it through the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they could score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks lead by 15 now.
Buccaneers 13. Michael Dixon to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. On the return, here's Palmer. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Back to the air they go on second down. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
5 yards. And it's third down. Third and 15.
So we're through 3 here. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. Seahawks sending out the dime look here ahead of this third down. Throwing from the gun here. He puts a Mayer under it deep down the middle. It is caught at the 20. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary early. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
From the red zone now. And they take this in for the score. The Buccaneers can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. From the gun, Milrow. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Completed over the middle. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll throw it. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Jacob Parrish. And he takes this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Tampa Bay touchdown. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch.
No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35.
Real quick. Baby on that rap and pay the bills. And I don't fit it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you so?
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Back to work they go after the interception. Escapes the pocket. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But then that's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now it's Milroe. Buccaneers are going to get home as they drop him. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. Anybody more power?
Here we go, set. Hop 70, hop 70. Ready.
Looking to throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate. You really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Well, tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it. Back to throw it. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
One way or the other, that was going to be a decisive play to break this tie. They thought that they could pick it up, no question about it, and build some momentum down the field. But how about a shout-out to that defense, now setting their offense up in great position.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. On the give, this is Irving. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Buccaneers in range for a game-winning score. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Incomplete, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
You never ever this offense like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
That one is good. And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Counts on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 18 Cardinal.
We'll look to throw it. Escapes the pocket. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Cougar 19.
Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Here he is to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They give to Irving to start this drive. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
They're going to pass it here. He put everything he had into this one. He's got it at the 30. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers make it a 10-point ball game.
Seahawks 28.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Escapes the pocket. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
That one's complete over the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining, long odds ahead of him. It's 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
On the jump.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
Stephanie. 65. Press all 80. Ready?
Throwing now, Milroe. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Has it down close. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
This would put it back within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the fourth.
Bears 38, Seahawks 35.
Less than 25 seconds to go. This onside try is for the game. And the Bucs are able to get to this kick, and now they're just a few moments from victory.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. No timeouts remaining here, partners, so they can just run out this clock. Design quarterback run here. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers.